My name is Frank Schuil. I am the co-founder and CEO of Safello, a company based out of Stockholm, Sweden, a European Bitcoin broker. We've been servicing all of the European market with easy way into Bitcoin and also out of Bitcoin, selling Bitcoins with numerous payment methods like Visa, MasterCards and local payment methods. I'm also the founder of a company called Rhino Ventures, which is my investment firm through which I have invested in several ICOs as well as traded with crypto. And I'm an advisor to a company called CG Blockchain that is creating a Bloomberg-style terminal for the cryptocurrency market.
So who is your customer?
I would say our customer is typically male, tech-savvy. I would say that is our early customer base, and it's now evolving into basically anyone who's interested in investing. It's evolving quickly. So the age range is evolving, as well as the gender distribution is evolving as well.
And you've been around for a while. How have you sort of seen the storms that Bitcoin has weathered over the last few years?
Well, so 2013, when our company was founded, was very, very volatile, and was just leading up to the collapse of MTGOX. Once the collapse of MTGOX happened, it really froze sort of the market and the willingness of financial institutions to work with crypto companies. Our company was founded on the basis of being a compliant, trusted party. So we are registered with the Financial Inspection in Sweden. We're banked by a top 4 bank, and we've been able to maintain that relationships and build the KYC and AML processes to serve it as an example. Nevertheless, it'd been really hard. We then went into the Techstars accelerator, the Barclays accelerator, where we were able to work with Barclays, but still not get a bank account. And that whole area, like 2015, it shifted to the blockchain narrative. So people stopped talking about cryptocurrencies, and it was only the underlying technology that the focus was. And now 2016, 2017, obviously it became all crypto, and then the narrative of the ICO space with doing these initial coin offerings. So we've gone through quite a transition as well in the approach to this market.
So who are your competitors?
They're typically local brokerages in their individual territories, and then there are some European ones, Bitstamp, Kraken. We only operate in Europe, so those are the biggest ones.
And why are you better? What makes you special?
I think we're very much focused on the user experience and to really simplify it. So our customers, I really like that it's simple and that we have good support. So in this volatile market, what would typically happen is that you have long delays and nobody's responding. We actually have quite a strong support team to handle customer tickets quickly. And of course, we probably haven't seen the same type of growth that a Bitstamp may have experienced. So there's always that scalability problem that you always have when there's a human factor. But I do think that's the differentiating factor for Safello.
And can you give me some examples? You said you make it very simple to use.
So to give an example, if you're a Swedish customer, you could verify with mobile bank ID, which is literally typing in this verification in your mobile app, and then you're verified, and then you can buy with a local payment methods with your Swish. So most of the population in Sweden uses that. No other company supports these payment methods and verification methods today. So it's by far the lowest threshold to get into crypto, where we're still following the anti-money laundering legislation of KYC your customer, that's what's the hurdle. Of course, there are companies that are not abiding by those rules, which then technically is simpler, but it doesn't provide the security to the end customer, and that's what we're seeing. Like people use our platform also because they get proper receipts for both the buying and sell side. So in your PDF, where you could go to your accountant, and it's a Swedish bank account that the money comes from a top 4 bank. Those are quite unique things in our space, believe it or not. Just having a legitimate bank banking you and getting a proper receipt. It sounds simple, but you'll be surprised how often that lacks.
And you said that there are scalability issues. So what's your growth plan?
I talk about the industry, and typically, you have these issues with scaling. Like the human factor is some variable that obviously you can start optimizing it with FAQs, so people can be more self-reliant in their path and discovery of crypto and buying the first Bitcoin. But very often, the first purchase, people still want to have a human touch and be able to contact a human, have a human respond to them, and explain them things. So that is harder to scale, which is why, cost-wise, we're not the most competitive, because we obviously need to be able to pay for those people that are working for the company. But overall, we work with companies that are specialized in this, which are scalable. So that's not a problem. And technology-wise, we don't have a scaling problem. No.
Can you explain that to me? How is your technology scalable? Are you
Well,
planning
you
on
typically don't talk about your technology stack from a security point of view, but we obviously have it. We have the scaling of any IT company and an IT platform. We're not built on blockchain. It's just a traditional, in a way, the platform itself is traditionally built with all the tools that you both have on a server side as well as in the platform, and how you code it. They're standard, so that's scalable if you just build it well.
Okay, and obviously you've had a very specific focus with Bitcoin. But now there are so many other cryptocurrencies on the market. Are you planning on expanding and looking elsewhere?
Yeah, the reason why we haven't done that yet is particularly because we were seeking a non-custodial setup. So the name Safello is being your safe fellow into the crypto economy. And there were actually, when you look into it, it's really hard to find those players where you can actually do that. Which is why we were a little bit stuck with Bitcoin. But we're now in the process of migrating some of our liquidity setup in order to be able to support multiple cryptos. So it's not inherently that we're against different cryptocurrencies.